Hey, my name's John Beck. I've been a trustee of the hospice for almost 3 years. I think it's phenomenal how the community responds to this particular initiative. We've been growing even more into Congleton, and hopefully that gets even bigger year on year. I can't remember what the percentage of houses who actually do contribute every year is, but I know it's pretty hefty. So the contribution is phenomenal. It's a significant proportion of the revenue that we get in the year. Very, very helpful. We're extremely grateful to everybody who donates, everybody who helps out with this initiative in all the work, the people who work behind the scenes, people who pick up the trees, collect the money and so forth.
My name's Scott Carruthers. I was volunteered for this about 7 years ago from Richard Raymond, who helps organise it. So I've been doing about 6 years now, mainly collecting trees in sort of Bollington, Congleton, Wilmslow and Macclesfield areas for East Cheshire Hospice. I normally drive vans and help collect from customers' houses and collect the number of trees. We get back then to mulch all the trees up. We get some great feedback. We meet a whole range of people. Some people have been touched by the hospice and who've had relatives and loved ones there. And some people who just realise it's a very worthy cause.
We're collecting 6,041 trees this year from, I can't remember the exact figure, it's 1,935 different roads. We average about £10 per tree, which is good.
The collection has made £500,000 for the hospice. I think we've got a few £1,000s more to collect in, but then we will have achieved that, which in 15 years is phenomenal. You know, it's really phenomenal and it's quite humbling how far this collection has got. There's 4 of us who run it. Four of us with skills from IT and finance and just good common sense management and that sort of thing. This collection will probably not finish till March or April, and by the finishing up is getting all the money in. You know, some people have forgotten to put the money out and that sort of thing. Some people have forgotten to put their trees out. So we've got to do mop-up rounds. We've got to collect all the money in. We've got to analyse the whole thing. We've got to get gift aid on it. We've got to get the expenses sorted out, the accounts sorted out. We've got to report back to the hospice. We then sort of start again in June, thinking, are there any other areas we can go to? Is there ways we can do things a little bit better? It's really a year-long task, but it's just great fun to do. It's great. It's a privilege to be able to run this thing.
Well, this is my 12th year, and when I first arrived, I totally underestimated the size of the operation. I turned up with my little trailer behind the car and was completely overwhelmed even 12 years ago by the size of the operation. And it's grown and grown every year since. A lot of hard work for all the volunteers, but we enjoy it so much, we just keep turning up. Last year's total, I think, was about £71,500, for all of which went to the hospice, without any deductions, because all our expenses are covered by sponsors in advance.
For me, the collection started probably 17 years ago, leaving a few leaflets through people's doors and then driving around in the trailer and picking it up. Since then, with the support of all this fantastic team, it's just grown year on year. Anybody that has anything to do with the hospice will just know what a wonderful place it is and what great service the people provide there, what a lovely facility it is, and the dignity they provide to people at a very difficult time, and their families as well. Yeah, everybody we collect trees from, they're so pleased to support it. They tell us what a wonderful thing it is. For example, this morning we went into a shop to buy some gloves. A lady in the queue said, I want to support the hospice, I'd like to buy those for you. And it is just that feeling of goodwill towards the hospice. People now see this as part of Christmas. Having their tree collected to support the hospice is just part of their Christmas experience. And it is, everybody recognises what a good cause it is as well. And Tony and Richard and Andrew, they've worked so hard all through the year, planning, preparing to make it happen smoothly. And an operation like this wouldn't happen unless there was great planning behind it. So, yeah, we work with ANSA Environmental Services, who are wholly owned by Cheshire East. They provide we're almost in partnership with them. They provide all the mulching facilities, anything where there's perhaps a danger or a danger element, such as using dangerous equipment, they will do all that for us.
I am Karen Johnston. I'm a communications manager at the hospice. The Christmas tree collection means a great deal to us because it's the biggest single donation effort that happens in our community. It's a really joyful experience around here. It's a real community feel to it. Everyone's being, even though it's freezing cold and it's a lot of hard work, and obviously all of the stuff that went on weeks and weeks and weeks before this, all of the behind the scenes stuff that people don't need to, never see. In order to have facilities for all these volunteers to volunteer, there's a tremendous amount of work that goes on before and after the event to make it possible. Right from yesterday, there was a constant stream of people into the hospice reception with cakes and biscuits and buns to help feed the workers today. So it costs £6,700 every single day to keep the unit staffed with nurses and doctors. But the benefit it brings to each of the families who have to use our services is absolutely tremendous. And it's both during the illness, in the last few days of life, and post-death that we help the family in bereavement going forward.
They've always got time for everybody. It's just a wonderful place, and we owe them such a debt of gratitude that just doing this is just a small part of what our give back and what we can do.
Yeah, 6,000 people definitely know about the hospice because they've registered with us. We have all our banners around the East Cheshire area, so people see those, they see our leaflets. People who buy the Christmas trees get leaflets from quite a few of the tree sellers. So I think it definitely makes people aware of the hospice and what it does.
We meet all sorts of customers on our routes. They're all pleased to see us, all happy to donate. We all look forward to getting back to the Mulch's Arms where we can have some homemade cakes and pies and stews. But no, it's a great day for a very worthwhile cause.